Hey team, welcome to week one of OS 210 Organizational Communications. So this week we're going to be reading chapter 1 and chapter 14, beginning and the end of the book, ironically, right? And we're going to be focusing in on what is organizational communications and how does it affect us and how do we build, right? So assignments this week, acknowledge the syllabus, read the syllabus and acknowledge it. We have a discussion board on, and I want your opinion on this. It's in chapter 14. Let me take a look. In my book, it's at page 268. The discussion board is your thoughts on the age of the disposable worker and what that means to you. Does our increase in communication now make workers disposable? For instance, I'm an adjunct professor. That's a part-time professor. I'm in Rhode Island teaching you the next state over in Connecticut. Is the increase in technology and communication, is that a benefit or is that not? Am I now disposable, right? Or do I have more opportunities because of that being disposable? It's an interesting paradox, back in the day, like let's say professors in the 1950s. Well, yeah, back in even before then, the job of an adjunct professor, and I'm just spewing that out as a sample, was a retirement job. That was intended for professors that have retired or teachers that have retired to work part-time. And now, I think because of communications, it is now a source of part-time income for normal professors and people who have other jobs. And the industry has changed because a lot of times now, because of technology increasing so rapidly, we want professors that are active in their fields and not somebody who's retired that will not know their field within 2 to 3 years. It's interesting. So there's a little paradox there. And I'm sure you can think as you read the article in chapter 14, are we just disposable now because of technology? Yeah, I'm thinking about it now. So anyways, and then we have an essay, and there's 3 questions. So just keep it short, down to 2 pages or so. And one of them is close to me, being at the War College, and it has to do with communication networks on the war on terrorism. How terrorists use communications. Now they're smart too. Don't get me wrong. A lot of people like to think, oh, the cave dwelling, people in Afghanistan. Now they're smart. They read the same books that we do. They've studied, Mao in China. They've studied Clausewitz. They've studied Mahan. All of these, great thinkers of war. They're studying. They know how to encrypt. They know what they're doing. Now that being said, I have been to some lectures where they have exposed a great deal of information from the use of open source intelligence, it's called. For instance, this video on YouTube is open source, right? So somebody who wants to really search for me, for Dave Plouffe, can get my Facebook page, my LinkedIn page, my YouTube page. They can get a lot of information. So some, terrorist organizations, they have not learned about open source now, or they refuse to acknowledge. You know what I mean. I've actually heard of some people exchanging bank accounts with terrorist organizations online, so it's not very smart. But this is not just the government and terrorists. This is also organizations. Think about the communications that you would be sending if you were, for instance, working at Pepsi or Coca-Cola. An email that has private information on it. How do you send it? You know, what if it gets outside? What if your communication to your boss somehow gets forwarded, right? They don't know. This happens all the time. How many times do you hit send and you're like, oh my God, I just hit send? Or you send an email, you send it, and then you realize that that person forwarded it. Next thing you know, it mushroomed out everywhere, and your email is a legal document. There is proof you said it. Hmm. And now you have to answer for it. It's an important lesson, that if we, that what we write and what we say, we will be held accountable for. I think we're seeing that a lot in the news now in Hollywood and with politicians. So, yeah, that is our paper this week. Uh, Also, communication plan. So, we're going to start it. So, what I want you to do, and this week it's just think about the company that you want to do and let me know. Say, Dave, this is who I want, just a simple email. Say, this is the company I want to do. If they have a website, send me the website so I can take a look. If it's something that, you know, everybody knows, like I want to do Coca-Cola. Oh, okay. You don't have to send me the website, just, yeah, but let me know. But if it's a small little place, I don't know, a Jiffy Lube in your hometown or something like that, uh, yeah, send me a website if they have one. If not, just say, hey, there's no website available, but you get the gist. Okay, so that's what's happening this week. If you have any questions, please contact me. And once again, make sure you get the book. Okay, Dave out.